Going on, guys? So I thought I'd come downtown since it was raining a bit, get some really cool reflection shots, like a little bit with the GoPro and a little bit with this Canon 1DX. So hopefully you guys will get some good video. Check out this leading line I got this photo down here. So cool. We're just on a tunnel that's kind of going across the bridge area that where the train goes. And so that was a really cool shot. There's actually a train coming right now. What's going on, guys? I just want to go over some of the pictures I took the other day when we were doing the street photography. I really like doing urban street photography, and so it's one of my favorite things to do. And I think the pictures turned out really good. One of the pictures that I actually really liked was the one that was on that walking bridge. This was the shot here, and I thought that shot was really cool, just the way that the leading lines kind of arrowed towards a focal area. I really liked that there was some water on the ground, there was some reflections. I just like really moody style pictures. For the way I edited this photo, I really like that kind of that dark and moody cinematic kind of look to it. Some people have been asking me, in the future I do plan on selling some presets for Lightroom, so stay tuned for that. The second picture I wanted to talk about, a reflection photo that I took with a sign. For some reason, it's not like the world's best picture, but I really liked it. It was this one here, the sign's kind of reflecting onto that kind of bench area, and because it's really wet that day, it was raining a lot, you could really capture the reflections in the photo, and you get a little bit of the bow tower behind it. A lot of my photography that I do, street photography, I try to get a lot of reflections and stuff. Lately I haven't been doing as much just because when I've gone downtown it isn't raining or there isn't any type of water. You can get some really great shots with just a big ball of water that you can just kind of put on the ground. My next photo is the look up shot that I got, and it's the city, and I just took it walking downtown. I actually didn't really have a subject at the time. I kind of just pointed the camera up with my 16 to 35 f2, and I just focused it on one of the buildings and just snapped a picture looking up, and I thought that was really cool. I've seen a lot of people doing those shots, so I thought I would give it a try on a couple of them. And lastly was this TD building. I gave it kind of this like orange teal look to it, but I also gave it kind of a moody vibe. And I really like that picture just because of the composition that I chose. The sky looks very dark and moody, which it was very cloudy that day and raining, so I thought that would be a really cool shot to take. It kind of has this build up of this building that just looks huge and this monstrosity of a tower that's kind of in downtown. A lot of the buildings when you're actually downtown don't look that great, but just kind of the angles you can take pictures from, you can really get some good shots. If you get down low on the ground sometimes and point your camera up and take a couple of shots, you can get really, really good shots just doing that. And you don't need a great lens. You can just edit it in Lightroom a lot of times, post, just getting that shot and nailing the shot. The most important thing, sometimes you might not have the best exposure or whatnot, but sometimes you can just edit it in Lightroom. You can get really good pictures that way. If you actually looked at a lot of my shots before I edit it, so when I shoot my photos in RAW, you'll notice that a lot of the colors are desaturated a bit, and because of that, it has a little bit more information for me to play around with. So I recommend that anybody that plays with Lightroom, I definitely recommend shooting RAW just because it holds that information better, and when you're editing it, you're not gonna have some areas where you're gonna have some grain or some lost information. It's gonna look a little misshapen. The best way I found was to edit it in RAW. That was the best format, and it works great in Lightroom, especially if you're using Canon. I know with Sony users, you have to convert your photo or image sometimes. I don't own a Sony, I can't speak for that part, but I've seen Sony users have this issue. So if you are using it, I don't think it's a big issue. It's just there's time you have to wait to convert it and whatnot. Overall, it's still gonna look really good once you get it converted and you're able to edit that photo. So if you like this video, hit the subscribe button and hit the notifications so that you can get notified whenever there's a new video out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.